funny thing is I never wanted to be a chef when I was a kid. I like to cook and I like to eat. But the idea of like cooking my food and then giving it away to other people to eat was not something I wanted to do. And it's funny because when I went to culinary school, I had the best time of my life. It wasn't like work for me, it was like fun. Which table haven't ordered yet? That's good for 2 to 3 people to share. So if you guys want to share that, that's really nice. After being head chef at a couple of restaurants, I felt that it was time to set up my own in 2017. Sorry, the bouillon, I mean, dude. Summerhill has kept me really busy. There was a very steep learning curve that I had to go through that sapped a lot of energy from me. So this year I wanted to travel more and give myself a break. And the turning point came for me last year, actually. I was, working every day, even if the restaurant was closed. So I wasn't taking a break until a friend who's been coming to the restaurant for many years, and he grabbed me by the shoulder and said to me, "You look tired. I've seen this before. Your body will break down mentally and physically." And I had like a mini breakdown in the storeroom at the restaurant because it was like finally someone was telling me from the outside, not my family, but someone outside was telling me, you need to take a break. Okay. So now thinking about it, it's like, oh, why haven't I been doing all this stuff?
If you want to remove this poo for me, Anthony, that'd be very helpful.
I would love to remove this poo for you. Is this safe? You sure? Maybe it's time to like live and experience. I think experiential travel is a way to immerse yourself in a particular experience because you've dedicated your time, your journey to that one experience. So it's a way to get in depth. So this is the plan. 3 countries, 4 different experiences. What I'm trying to get out of this trip, I think, is just to get out of my comfort zone. There's no air conditioning, which is going to be tough. To, kind of discover what I can do, who I am.
It's like 5:30.
And hopefully surprise myself. This isn't for anybody else but me, which I haven't done for a long time. My first stop is Ahangama. It's a small seaside town in the south of Sri Lanka. And I'm not going to be riding elephants or plucking tea leaves. All along the southern coast, they do surfing 6 months of the year. On the eastern coast, they do it the other 6 months of the year, and it's like a huge part of their lives. I hear that Sri Lanka is the perfect place for surfing amateurs like myself because of the mellow waves. So I've enrolled for a 3-day camp. Hello.
Welcome to Sunshine Stories.
Hi, Anthony.
I'm Adri, nice to meet you.
Thank
How's
you.
everything going?
It's good.
Good.
This is a pretty historic looking 100-year-old Dutch colonial villa.
All range of all different kinds of boards, but these are just for show. These are for you.
And I think that's a big part of experiential travel is meeting other people, hearing their stories, and how that kind of informs your own perspective on life. You won't get that if you're staying, I think, in a hotel in your own room.
And then this is our outside garden area.
Oh, this is beautiful.
A lot of guests come and they've never touched a surfboard.
Oh,
so
that's
it's kind
me.
of nice to.
So I'm in the majority.
Exactly. Yeah, you're not the weirdo, but it's kind of lovely to do. It's nice to teach people, and it's I think it's nice that people come somewhere kind of far away from everything they know and step out of their comfort zone and are willing just to try new things. So,
Definitely stepping out of my comfort zone.
Besides providing board, Sunshine Stories will be giving me what I need most. A coach.
I grew up in Australia, but I never imagined myself surfing because I was a big kid, and I always imagined I would fall over and make a fool of myself. I think there's a little bit of that kid still there who's kind of scared about doing that. So yeah, let's see how it goes.
So it's like 5:30.
You're the photographer. Hi, Varun.
How are you?
Hi, Anthony. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Varun's my life boy today. He's originally from Colombo, but he traded the hustle and bustle of city life for this.
He goes surfing any chance he gets. That it's kind of his safe place. Even when there's no waves, he likes just being able to sit out there alone on the calm sea, and just that's where he goes to meditate.
Usually, most guests stay here for at least a week. They get to master different elements of surfing, like how to stand on the board, paddle, how to navigate, read the waves.
But when you
But since I'm only here for 3 days,
Okay, so I'm paddling long and deep.
roll the hip and bring your back foot,
This one?
that is your back foot. I think that's your other one is your back foot.
Oh, okay. So this one here?
And then
I think I'm gonna set a more realistic goal.
It's a lot more complicated than I thought it was. Like, you see it in the movies, on TV, and it looks so easy, but that was a lot of steps. Coming up slowly. Okay,
all right.
I'm gonna fall off, right?
First up, I've got to learn how to do a pop-up.
3,
Lie on the board with both hands flat, close to the ribs. Next, arch your back and push up. Then, lift the torso even higher with both hands and slide both feet under, while looking ahead and staying wide and low.
I don't know whether it's my own flexibility, but it's not as simple as it looks. You have a lot of things going on in your head, and this was just on the sand. So if I wasn't terrified before, I need to go to the toilet now. Okay, go for it.
It's day one of my surf camp. The goal for these 3 days is simple. I have to be able to stand on the board, on a wave. It's a do or die mission.
Oh no, the wave is coming, and a lot is going on in my brain. It's just like, zzz, like what are the steps? What are the steps? Twist this, leg here, arms locked, and I'm trying to look at the stupid coconut tree that he told me, but there are so many coconut trees. And then I start to get like a cramp in my side because like I'm not used to twisting my body this way, and I'm tense. Every time I fail to stand up, it is a little frustrating. I was legit worried that I'm going to be never able to get up on the board, and all I would be able to do is look like a turtle on the board. Right? But eventually I managed to stand up for half a second, and that is probably the highlight of my day. The feeling when you manage to stand up on the board, there's just this spark of excitement After so many times, finally I've done it. That was as easy as I made it look, which was not very easy. Oh, that was tiring. It's like a lot of coordination, a lot of core strength. But yeah, it was fun.
All right. Good job, yeah.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun. Thank you so much. What have we got? Hi, chef. I have that one extra.
One good thing about experiential travel, I get to meet strangers from all over the world and find out what makes them tick.
I think, being here, the one thing I really appreciate it's warm, and even if the waves aren't coming in, there's just a peace, you can't help but be really focused and really present and just enjoying all the surroundings, like looking to the horizon and just seeing little waves coming in, it's just magic.
The village over here? Okay. What's the village called? Valley Water.
I'm kinda curious about the neighborhood. Since there's a bit of downtime now, I've asked Suresh, one of the camp staff, to bring me around. Ahangama is his hometown.
Evening time is sunset is so good in that area. Sunset.
You have rice paddy fields, residential homes. Some are small little homes for the farmers. Some are big houses where foreigners are starting to buy up a lot of property here. And then running through all that, you've got the railway that takes them all the way to Colombo and across the country. Post office.
Yeah.
This little house.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So that was interesting to see because we just took like a 15-20 minute ride through the neighborhood, and it's like bam, 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 all these different aspects of life.
This is our temple.
So you come here to get blessings?
Yeah, we come in the basin. So many things different, like this. Also this area, this area, like I think 6-7 years, not like the same. Like everybody like so hard job,
Yeah.
Now this surfing coming that's this area, that village. You say the how they took more in the working. These people have every week in the good salary, good things. These people is good life now here.
Hey, Varun.
How are you?
Good. A bit tired.
Tired?
I'm starting to feel the soreness.
Back at Sunshine Stories, surfing doesn't stop just because I'm not at the beach.
Yes. So I chose some videos from you, like starting from first 2 hours, like you is beginning and then how you do, and you end. Then we can check how you do like progress. You surfing.
Okay.
All right. This one is good.
Go, Anthony, go, go, go. During the video review, I saw myself surfing and I thought, oh my God, I look like Keanu Reeves in Point Break, which is Varun's favorite movie. I was like, yeah, I look cool. No, I fell down in all of the clips that he showed me.
And then perfect timing, you come in push-up number 1, before the waves is breaking. So you lock your elbows, that is perfect, and then perfect vision. You look in the direction where you want to go. After that, slowly bring your back foot, perfect back foot over here. So this is, you need to do your back foot.
Yeah. It was really good doing the video analysis. I didn't realize how technical and how in-depth they get into it. But yeah, he gave me a few pointers, things that I didn't know I was doing right. He showed me that I was doing right. And things that I was doing wrong that I had no idea I was doing wrong. Okay, thank you very much.
Good job. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks. the locals, they're so connected to the water here because it's their home. Varun is able to read the waves really well, so he can see what's coming. He can tell which is a good wave to take, which is going to be a slow wave. He even communicates with the sea. He'll like cup his hands together and blow and call out for waves and whistle. Yeah, it's really cool. And then there. Is that it? Yeah?
But nothing I do looks cool. The surfboard is supposed to help me ride the waves, but it's working against me somehow.
For the second day, it was a little frustrating initially. I think I was kind of too excited and then just thought I could go about it and that it would automatically be better. So I forgot some of the fundamentals that they taught me the day before. Maybe I was a little too overeager. Then when the frustration set in, because I just kept on falling down and I wasn't getting any better, that was kind of frustrating. It's really windy this morning, so the waves look kind of choppy and they're, you know, kind of crossing, going in a different direction. When we got in, it was just a struggle trying to get out deep enough to catch the waves. Today, the ocean was gonna say, you know, you think it's easy, I'm gonna make it like harder for you. So halfway through, my surf coach said, let's take a break. I think he could see I was getting tired. So I was like, kind of like, okay, you know, catch one more wave and then we'll go in. And that last wave that we caught before the break happened to be the one where I stood up. I managed to get my balance just a little bit better. So this pop-up was special because it was the longest time that I've spent standing up. I was happy, surf coach was happy. He was like shaka 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 and like high-fiving me. So today's the last day of the surf camp. I would say today was a good surf session, that I made progress amidst like choppier conditions, under tougher conditions.
These 3 days, I felt like I've met everyone working at Sunshine Stores. From the surf coaches to the kitchen staff and even the tuk-tuk drivers. There's a cooking demo for my last night by Chef Madhawa, and I'm the designated sous chef.
These look good?
This tiger fish. Rupa.
Tiger fish.
Yes. How
Rupa.
many person do you have?
We got 20 people.
20 people.
Yeah.
You can take this and some other type of tiger fish.
I think we'll take this. So they're cleaning up our fish for us. Fresh fish just came in this morning. It was going to be really nice. And this is perfect for what we want to cook. It's got really tender but firm flesh, so it's going to hold up well inside the stew that I'm cooking. Cooking itself makes me happy. I think because I like nourishing people.
Chef Madhawa is sharing his popular lentil curry recipe.
When we make this lentil curry, it will take nearly 10 minutes to cook and also 3 steps.
Yeah, it's good, guys. So I'm going to be making a kind of seafood stewy curry. It's really simple to make. It's just throwing things in a pot. So it's really easy to clean up. That's why I like to do it. I'm going to add some of the curry powder. So this is your homemade curry powder?
Yes.
And we're going to add some turmeric as well. It was interesting to learn actually, even as we were doing the demo, a lot more about Sri Lankan cuisine. I really enjoyed working with Chef Madhawa. He was not shy to add in like little suggestions from the dish that he was using. So halfway through the demo, it ended up being like a little mini collaboration where he was saying, you know, we had curry leaves and pandan leaves when we're frying up the spices. It adds a great aroma. So I'm gonna add some of these in. I mean, I'm liking the smell of adding the pandan leaves to this. I don't know if you guys can smell it, but it's got like it's adding like a sweet flavor that's layered over the spiciness. So I'm kind of learning this recipe as I'm teaching it to you. I think that's probably the biggest takeaway I got from this was how many common ingredients Sri Lankan cuisine has with Southeast Asian cuisine and Singapore cuisine in general. But they use it in their own unique way, and little techniques like the way they use coconut, the way they use chutney for sweetness. So I definitely took a few ideas that I'm going to steal and use in the restaurant. What surprised me most about this trip was just how big the human element is to this in making me comfortable and in enjoying the whole experience and learning from it. I got to hang out with some of the local staff who work here at the surf camp, and that gave me a better insight into the local culture and how surfing has changed their lives. I would say the trip has really kind of refocused me on the priorities in my life, finding your balance, your center, about taking things slow. So that's made me rethink about experiential travel and what it can do for you.
Set. Go เที่ยวชิวตาย